Hello, my name is YLAM and I'm with Drone Rental Supply, and today we're going to be taking a look at this E-Cube E4 LiPO charger. It's 50 milliwatts and it can charge at 4 amps, which for most racing type batteries this will be more than enough. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. So standard charging cable that we have. Pull that out, and then we have this nice little cube, and then an instruction booklet, which I'm sure nobody will read. And we'll take it out. So this feels like it's maybe I wouldn't call it exactly metal, but it does feel like it's metal. And then up top is a plastic, and it's in a gloss finish. And then on the bottom it does have nice little legs. Charging cable goes into the back. There is a fan right there, so we're going to plug it in to see if this is actually loud when it's charging. On the sides there isn't anything, and then in the front you can charge a 2-cell, 3-cell, and 4-cell. Up on top, it'll tell you 2-cell, 3-cell, and 4-cell, like I've said. And it also has these LEDs, which tells you how full the battery is, which is kind of nice for a budget charger, because most budget chargers won't give you a feature like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug it in, and then we will try a 3-cell battery. Here's a 1500 milliamp, and we'll try a larger 4-cell battery, which is the 1800 right here. So we went ahead and plugged in the wire to the back of the charger, and now we're about to put it into the wall outlet in back. So as soon as we plug it in, it'll take a few seconds, but the lights, the LED lights will start dancing back and forth between 25, 50, 75, and 100%. When you first plug it in, the fan doesn't turn on, and it stays just nice and quiet, just the LEDs going back and forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug in a 3-cell battery, and we're going to see exactly what it does. So I plugged it in using the balance charger. So right away what you'll see is that this battery is right now above 25%, and the 50% one is blinking. And what I assume is when all of these, when it gets past 50%, that'll turn solid, and the 75% will turn on. As soon as I plugged in the battery, the fan turned on in the back. I can hear the fan running right now. I think you can too. And you can also hear a little buzzing noise. So you can definitely hear this thing run, but it's not very loud or obnoxious. If you had this across a room, you probably would notice it. It sounds like it's going to be a fairly quiet unit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead, we're going to unplug this one, and we're going to plug in the larger 4-cell to see if it runs any differently. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. It's pretty tight. So as soon as we unplugged it, all 4 lights will blink, probably telling you that it's been unplugged, and then it goes back to the dancing lights of 25, 50, 75, and 100 again. And the fan, I noticed it actually went down a little bit, but the fan's actually still running. So when you unplug the battery out of the charger, the fan is still running. So that's kind of surprising. Eventually it might turn off. We'll have to test that a little bit later, but right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in a 4-cell battery. So when we plugged in a 4-cell battery, again, it recognizes the battery, and this one again is at a storage charge, so it's at 25%, and it's going on to 50%, and it's just charging. The fan really hasn't gotten any louder. There's still the same audible buzzing, but it seems like this will be a very, very fairly quiet unit. We actually like chargers like these. We tend to try to find chargers like these. If you're a enthusiast of any RC sport, I'm sure you're already invested in a very, very large charger, something that's very sophisticated. But entry-level chargers, to where they're very simple to operate, are they're really nice to as starters. And this is compact enough to where you can kind of just move it anywhere and have it out in the field. It's rather nice that it charges through the balance ports, because you don't really have to fiddle with it all that much. If you actually look, it just went past the 50% and it's going on to the 75%. And charging at 4 amps, 4 amps is really, I mean, that's it's a good charging speed. Plus it's safe for almost any 13 to 1800 milliamp battery to charge at 4 amps. With these quality batteries, you won't have any issues with that at all. So it looks like it's a fairly good unit overall. Again, this is just a first look. We're going to be using this in the shop quite a bit, and then you know, if we see anything different, we'll definitely let you know. So just a quick conclusion to this. This is definitely a nice little charging unit so far that we've seen. Again, we just unboxed it and we just tried it for a little bit. But we always like to find units that are small and compact so that they're easily portable, and they're super simple too. All you have to do is plug it in and it figures out the rest. This is a very nice unit for beginners and also people who want a charger that's portable and easy to throw somewhere. It looks like it's a fairly sturdy design, but only time will tell. We're definitely going to be using it in the shop just to charge batteries for like things that we're going to demo. If you're also, you know, around children, this might actually be a good charger, because, you know, if you're introducing children to the RC sports and you want them to, you know, help you charge batteries and stuff, there's really no way to get this wrong. So you just tell them, plug it into the right port, you know, figure out which port to plug it in, and the unit figures everything else by itself. There's no additional buttons to press to confuse them. So we think this is actually a pretty good design, and we look forward to using it long term. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Until next time, have a good day.